All right, it's 9 o'clock, let's get started. Got a lot to do. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
It's the May 27th CDTA Board of Directors meeting. I'll call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the March 25th, 2026 meeting a couple months ago. Hopefully everybody's had a chance to look at it. Can I get a motion to approve? Thank you, Denise. Second by Jackie. Any comments, additions, subtractions? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's been approved. So we'll move into our committee reports, and I'll start with the Board Operations Committee. We've had two meetings, April 21st and May 19th. The committee reviewed and restated the agendas for our May committee meetings, as well as consolidating the consent agenda items from April and May in preparation for today's board meeting. Lisa Morello attended both meetings, provided an update on the state budget, which is now well past the April 1st start of the year. She reported that STOA funding remained open to negotiations, in part because of affordability issues, high gas prices, and the importance of public transit. I'm sure we'll hear more from Frank when he provides his report later in the meeting. We do have an action item at the April meeting. Jackie McDonough reported on behalf of the nomination committee regarding the appointment of CDTA board officers. So in accordance with CDTA's bylaws, today's meeting represents the annual meeting of the board. And the nominating committee that I appointed, chaired by Jackie and joined by Jackie Falatico and Pat Lance, have prepared a report. So I'm going to hand it off to Jackie at this point.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone. The nominating committee met in April. We developed and present a slate of officers to you today for board consideration. We usually complete this work in April, and as Jamie mentioned, we needed to move it due to the untimely death of our former CDTA CEO. First, let me thank Jamie for his service since 2019 as chair of this board. We're very appreciative of your time. And it was truly an honor for me to serve as chairwoman for the nominating committee again this year. And I'd like to extend my appreciation to Pat Lance and Jackie Falatico, wherever she may be, for their support and teamwork, because it was certainly an effort to kind of round everyone up and get that information out so we could make some amazing changes this year. So with that, Mr. Chairman, we're pleased to nominate the following individuals to serve for the board leadership for 2026-2027 fiscal year. Our new chairman will be Peter Wall, vice chairwoman will be Jacqueline Falatico, secretary will be myself, Jacqueline McDonough, and treasurer will once again be Denise Figueroa. So with that, Mr. Lehood, would you please take the nominating committee's recommendations for their work and call a vote?
Okay. So if there's no objection, I'd like to vote this as a slate. No objections. Can I get a motion to approve the slate of officers?
Move that the secretary cast one ballot for the acceptance of the slate as presented.
Thank you, Dave. Second? Go ahead, Denise. That's fine. Nobody will be cross of you. Any comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's approved. So we have a new slate of officers. It's been my pleasure to serve as chairman for the last 7 years. Great working with the hardworking, dedicated staff. And there's a lot of changes going on in the organization. So I think this is reflective of that, with having new people coming in and sitting in on these earlier meetings and discussions that are going on. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jackie, for your service on that.
Thank you.
The next meeting of the Board Operations Committee is Wednesday, June 16th, 9:15, here at 110 Waterville Avenue. And so we'll move on to the Performance Monitoring Audit Committee. Peter Wall.
Great. I have, like Jamie said, I'm going to read out both the April 23rd meeting and then the May 21st meeting. Here, as you can see, I have the equivalent of yes, a Passover Seder, the Haggadah here. I will start, I'll read out and we don't have to eat or drink wine, although that might be something good here. So I'll try to read through it. I'll start with the consent agenda items. I'll go by date. The consent agenda items for the April 23rd meeting. First is to approve the contract for full enclosure operator barriers. CDTA currently utilizes partial operator barriers. However, full enclosure systems represent enhanced design intended to improve operator protection while maintaining safe vehicle operation and customer interaction. Staff proposed a structured pilot program prior. WWBRT fleet was selected for its high visibility, consistent service patterns, and dedicated operator assignments which enable controlled evaluation. We need a motion to approve a sole source procurement of full enclosed barrier systems from 2 vendors to support the pilot program. This includes the purchase from NFI Parts of Delaware, Ohio, in the amount not to exceed $121,500, and purchase from the fitter of Pompeo Beach, Florida, in amount not to exceed $102,728.
Can I get a motion on resolution 15? Denise, thank you. Second by Jackie. Any questions, comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's approved.
Okay, the next item is to approve a contract for ITS work trailer lease. Chris. The existing modular office trailer located at the Albany facility has developed multiple roof leaks and no longer suitable for continued use. Repair options were evaluated, however, the cost of repairs exceeds the cost of replacement and would not provide a long-term solution. Staff is seeking authorization to lease a new modular office trailer and the removal and disposal of the existing unit at CDTA's Albany facility to ensure continuity of operations for ITS and facility staff. So we need a motion to approve an agreement to lease and install a new modular work trailer and remove the existing trailer to Casone Leasing Inc. of Ronkonkoma, New York, for an amount not to exceed $68,894.
So moved.
Thank you, Jackie. Second, Dave?
Second.
Any questions or comments about the trailer lease? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's approved.
Congrats, Chris.
We're on our way.
Approved contract for antifreeze. Antifreeze is utilized as part of regular vehicle maintenance. The current contract is expiring. So an invitation to bids was issued for the purchase of antifreeze. The IFB outlined product specifications, estimated usage and delivery requirements. 15 vendors downloaded the IFB and a single bid was received. We need a motion to approve a 1-year contract with one optional renewal year for the purchase of antifreeze to be awarded to Safety Clean Systems of Norwell, Massachusetts for an estimated cost of $325,000.
Thank you, Jackie. Second, Denise? It's a lot of antifreeze. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
You opposed? It's approved.
Okay, next is a contract for color destination signs for BRT fleet. To standardize destination sign technology across the bus rapid transit fleet by retrofitting buses that currently do not have full color destination signs. This upgrade will support operational flexibility, improve passenger information visibility, and enhance the overall fleet management efficiency. Illuminator spectrum signs allow display colors to be adjusted to match the assigned BRT line, providing greater flexibility for bus assignments, interlining, and vehicle availability. So we need a motion to approve a sole source purchase of color spectrum destination signs from Illuminator Technology Group in Plano, Texas, in an amount not to exceed $366,000, $366,346.
Say it again.
Okay, $366,346.
Hard. Thank you, Denise. Second by Jackie. Any comments on this one?
Only on page 1.
We can all drink wine.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's approved.
Awesome. And then the investment committee annual review and approval of investment policy. The New York State Public Authorities Law, Article 9, Title 7 requires an annual approval for investment policy. Our investment policy details the operative policy for investing, monitoring, and reporting of funds for CDTA. CDTA General Counsel reviewed the IP, the investment policy, and appropriate laws for any changes and does not recommend any adjustments at this time. Our investment advisor, CDTA Partners, also reviewed the investment policy and does not recommend any changes, so we need a motion to approve the investment policy.
So moved.
Thank you, Dave. Second, Denise, thank you. Traditional thing that we do every year around this time. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's approved.
All right, we're going to move on to the May 21st meetings, right? Okay, good. Approval of the fiscal year 2026 audit draft. Fiscal year 2025 audit resulted in a clean, unmodified opinion with no material findings or internal controls or weaknesses identified. I want to just pause.
I want to pause too,
Yeah.
but that's not on my
It's not.
agenda. So, am I looking at the wrong agenda or what do we got? We out of order, out of sync? That's what, so which resolution is this?
It's not in here.
No, it's not in here.
Financial audit.
Didn't make it?
Didn't make it.
Okay, so we'll
Why
just,
don't we do this last then?
okay, yeah, no
There it
worries.
is, resolution 26.
Okay, so we'll start with consent agenda items. Yeah.
SUFAS.
Yep, okay, so this is about the contract for diesel exhaust fluid, or DEF, as us insiders call it. DEF is used in diesel engines to reduce harmful emissions. Previously, CDTA purchased at this market price. To secure cost stability, a competitive procurement was undertaken. An invitation for bids was issued. For the purchase of DEF, the bid outlined product specifications, estimated usage and delivery requirements. The lowest responsive and responsible bid was submitted by Emerson Oil of Rochester, New York, the current provider, for an initial price of $2.49 per gallon. This represents a 26% increase from CDTA's last purchase price a few months ago, but a 43% decrease from the current market price. We need a motion to approve a one-year contract with one optional renewal year for the purchase of diesel exhaust fluid, DEF, to be awarded to Emerson Oil of Rochester, New York, for an estimated cost of $438,240.
So moved.
Thank you, Jack. Second by Denise. Any questions about the DEF? Comments, Pete? Any more? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's approved.
Alright, now looking at the contract for a SUPA kiosk. To purchase information kiosk for installation along the Washington Western Bus Rapid Transit Purple Line. On-street information kiosks are one of several intelligent transportation systems, ITS, technologies available for customers along CDTA's Bus Rapid Transit lines. Primary benefits of on-street information kiosks are to provide customers, employees, and partners with real-time information, emergency alerts, and public messaging to support both CDTA and local communities. We need a motion to approve a 5-year contract to be awarded to Changing Environments of Cambridge, Massachusetts for an amount not to exceed $867,350.
So moved.
Thank you, Jackie. Second. Denise, thank you. Any comments about kiosks? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is approved.
Awesome. Next is a contract for crash avoidance system. To conduct a pilot program installing a collision avoidance system on 17 new flyer articulated buses operating on our premium bus rapid transit lines to evaluate the feasibility, design effectiveness, operational functionality, and overall safety benefits of advanced collision avoidance technology. The proposed system utilizes multiple vision sensors mounted around the vehicle to detect pedestrians, cyclists, and surrounding vehicles and provide visual and audible alerts to the operator when potential collision risks are identified. So we're looking for a motion to approve the sole source procurement of the Roscoe Vision Mobilized Shield collision avoidance system and installation services to conduct a pilot evaluation on 17 new flyer articulated buses at a cost not to exceed $314,308.
So moved.
Thank you, Dave, second.
Yeah.
Jack, we'll call it Jack.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Technology is great. Is this really gonna work?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna find out.
Yes, we are.
Little from column A, a little from column B.
Yeah, let's see. Exciting stuff. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution's approved.
All right, now heavy duty and medium duty tow wreckers. This procurement supports CDTA's state of good repair goals by replacing outdated equipment with modern and heavy duty wreckers, improving emergency response and overall fleet support. The new equipment will enhance CDTA's ability to safely recover disabled vehicles, reduce response times, and ensure staff have the tools that meet current industry standards and safety performance. The medium-duty wrecker will provide towing and recovery support for non-revenue vehicles, support trucks, paratransit vehicles, and flex service vehicles. So we're looking for a motion to approve the purchase of one heavy-duty wrecker and one medium-duty wrecker for the Northeast Wrecker Sales of Albany, New York, for a total amount not to exceed $826,219, inclusive of a contingency.
So moved.
Thank you, Jackie. Second. David? Any questions about buying two tow trucks? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay, next we're moving on to the purchase of 40-foot hybrid buses. CDTA's fleet replacement program is designed to ensure a safe, reliable, and cost-effective fleet through the scheduled placement of vehicles that have reached the end of their useful life. As outlined in our prior procurements for 40-foot buses, maintaining fleet balance and reliability while controlling lifestyle costs remains a core objective. This procurement advances that strategy by transitioning from conventional diesel buses to diesel-electric hybrid buses, aligning with CDTA's long-term sustainability goals while maintaining operational flexibility. We're looking for a motion to approve the purchase of 10 40-foot hybrid buses from New Flyer of America to support CDTA's fleet replacement for an amount not to exceed, $14,062,471.
So moved.
Thank you, Dave. Second.
Second.
Thanks, Denise. New Flyer have an American presence, or have they always been in Winnipeg? I just missed this for the last 10 years.
We're in both, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Their
I've never
bases
seen a
in
reference.
Winnipeg, and they have factories in
Oh,
United States.
Right on the border, right across the border.
Yeah, cause they have to meet the Build America
Yeah.
requirements.
So each of the
Did I-
vehicles is
got
1.4 million?
Yeah.
Pretty much, wow.
Yeah, the days of a $500,000
Yeah,
bus are no
I
more.
know. Wow.
All those in favor of resolution 24, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Approved.
And then the last item on this,
Got the audit still.
no, on this particular aspect. Yes, exactly. The current fleet, this is about purchase of paratransit buses. The current fleet replacement plan calls for annual vehicle purchases and the retirement of vehicles that have reached the end of their useful life, 5 years or 150,000 miles. This procurement supports state-of-the-art good repair initiatives and plant service expansion, ensuring the fleet remains reliable, safe, and aligned with increasing operational demand. This purchase will help maintain an appropriate spare ratio, reduce unscheduled maintenance associated with aging vehicles, and support consistent service delivery for Star paratransit services across the service area. So we're looking for a motion to approve the purchase of 12 paratransit vehicles for our paratransit service from Coach and Equipment Bus Sales of Penyan, New York, for a total amount not to exceed $2,063,796, and that's inclusive of a contingency.
So moved.
Thank you, Denise. Second, Jackie. Any questions on this one?
Just a comment, so 6 of these are replacement and 6 are additional buses to the fleet? Okay, alright, so it's an expansion. Thank you.
We keep taking on more.
Yeah, I know. Okay, thank you.
Anything else? All those in favor of resolution 25, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Approved.
I'll move on to administrative discussion items.
Do you want to do the audit now?
Okay, before those?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can add
We will
it.
amend the,
Sorry about that.
we will amend the agenda.
Okay, that's good.
I can motion to amend the agenda if you need one.
Sure, let's do that. Can I get a second on amending the agenda for the resolution? Thank you, Denise. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right, now let's talk about the audit.
Okay,
This will be resolution 26.
the fiscal year 2025 audit resulted in a clean, unmodified opinion with no material findings or internal control weaknesses identified.
Very good.
The audit process was completed without issues, and CDTA's financial reporting was noted as strong and well aligned with internal management reporting. We also remain fully compliant with statutory investment requirements, with funds appropriately maintained in low-risk instruments such as money markets and U.S. Treasuries. While from an operational standpoint, revenues held steady at approximately $26.7 million, while expenses increased modestly by about $2.8 million to $172.5 million. All required filings and reportings remain on schedule, and federal and state single audits progressing as planned. So we are looking for a motion to approve the fiscal year 2026 financial audit and audit results as presented by Lumsden McCormick LLP.
Can I get a motion to approve the audit? Jackie, thank you. Second by Peter. Any questions or comments about that? We heard enough about it last week. All those in favor?
You only get a few minutes every year with the organizations we work for.
You are stepping on toes there.
You usually get beat up, right?
That's great.
Well, at least the temperature in the room wasn't real hot like when we did the budget, so.
That's so funny.
Ready to go on this one? Any questions? All those in favor of approving the audit, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Did I do that right? Yeah, it's approved. All right, keep going with your report.
Internal audit update. Audit office began internal risk assessments process for FY 27 audit plan. All committee members are invited to suggest topics, draft plan be presented next month. So that's the audit committee, and then I will finish up with okay, let me get to the administrative discussion item. There we go. Okay, risk management and workers' comp report. Our procedures require a quarterly review of the adequacy of risk management self-insurance account and the separate workers' compensation self-insurance account. CDTA is self-insured for most liability exposures up to $2 million. These claims include bodily injury, property damage, and certain other claims, including no fault. CDTA is self-insured for most liability exposures up to $2 million. Oh, there, I already read that one. The balances of the risk management and workers' compensation self-insurance accounts are adequate to meet the anticipated needs of CDTA and its subsidiaries at this present time. Monthly management report, revenue summary. MRT revenue finished 1.8% below budget. Facilities income exceeded budget by 6.7%. On the expense summary, wage expenses were 2.4% under budget. Professional service expenditures were 18.3% under budget. Materials and supplies exceeded budget by 75%. Purchase transportation expenses were modestly over budget at 1.3%. Utilities were 53.5% over budget for the month. Overall, we remain in satisfactory budget position. And then the monthly non-financial report. Fixed route operations demonstrated measurable improvement in on-time performance, vehicle reliability, and system safety, highlighted by a 70.6% increase in MD-BSI and 25.1% reduction in preventable accidents. Ridership experienced a modest decline. Overall passenger demand remains relatively stable. Star operations experienced short-term performance impacts during the reporting period due to software scheduling changes and reduced operator availability. These disruptions contributed to increase in missed trips, customer comments, and declines in on-time performance. Management responded by implementing corrective actions and continuing efforts to improve scheduling efficiencies, vehicle utilization, and customer service standards. Overall, system performance continues to trend positively in several operational areas. Question. And that, Mr. Chair, is my report. It's the best of times and the worst of times. Call me Ishmael. The next meeting of the committee is Thursday, June 18th, right here at 9 a.m. So hopefully we'll see you there.
All right, thank you. Anybody have any questions about that report?
I don't know, Tale of Two Cities and Moby Dick.
You're right, I figured, you know,
That's a
I think
metaphor.
those are shorter. Yeah, those are shorter than this.
Great, thank you, Peter. We'll move on to Community Stakeholder Relations Committee, Jackie.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I too have quite a bit to read here as well. But I'd like to start off the meeting with the notes from our April 23rd committee meeting. There are 2 administrative discussion items. Staff provided updates on DRIVES, our core value branding, the rewards and recognition program, and of course the monthly earned media and community engagement report. Jonathan Scherzer gave a presentation on the branding for our refreshed company core values. The committee received an update on the organized refreshed DRIVES branding initiative. He also reviewed the evolution of the branding framework, including visual identity updates, messaging alignment, and plans for continued integration across employee communications, community outreach, and stakeholder engagement. Discussion included the importance of reinforcing the DRIVES principles internally while strengthening public recognition of the brand. Kelly Schrovel, I hope I pronounced that correctly, gave a presentation on the development of our new employee rewards and recognition programs, Values in Motion. The program is intended to align employee recognition with organizational values and performance objectives, while creating more consistent opportunities to celebrate employee contributions across all departments. Staff reviewed rollout plans, recognition categories, and engagement strategies designed to support employee morale and organizational culture. Jamie Caslow presented our earned media and community engagement report. And in April, the past month of April, CDTA issued 4 press releases, generated 14 media stories across multiple outlets, both locally and nationally. Sink in, it's awesome. Coverage highlights include the return of CDPHB cycle, enhanced real information time for customers, and our advocacy work call for increased state operating assistance. Social media engagement continues to grow across all platforms. High-performing content featured employee-focused stories in our recently adopted operating and capital plan. And we held a number of internal events and participated in several community engagements, including our annual CDTA Chili Cook-Off and transportation for a recent Patriot flight. Upcoming events and activities included our retiree luncheon on Thursday, June 4th. Hope all of you can attend, and our bus and maintenance rodeo with new family fun day for Saturday, June 6th. With that, I move on to the May 21st meeting. There were 2 administrative discussion items. Staff provided reports again on seasonal services and the monthly earned media community engagement report. Jonathan Scherzer provided an update on our seasonal service offerings. Summer Saratoga trolleys, Lake George trolleys, nature buses, and service to Grafton Lake State Park. They'll all return again for our summer season. The Lake George trolley service kicked off on Memorial Day and will run through October. The service connects Glens Falls, Queensbury, Lake George Village, and 2 other routes, with 2 routes. Our popular nature bus service starts this weekend coming up, right? Okay. This year marks our 6th year of service in Albany. Collaborative project with the Mohawk Hudson Land Conservancy connects thousands of people to natural places in and around Albany. Complimentary service will run through early October. We'll once again operate Saratoga Trolley. It's a service to support the Belmont Stakes from June 4th through the 7th. Service will be provided free of charge thanks to a partnership with NYRA and the Saratoga Casino Hotel. Regular summer trolley service will kick off July 3rd and run through September 7th. Jamie Caslow presented the Earned Media Engagement Report, and she provided the Earned Media Report that last month we sent 3 press releases and earned 5 placements from television, radio, and had an estimated value of $6,000. Stories included a feature story on CDPHB cycle, we had a lot of run on that, season 10, and shuttle service to support Albany's Tulip Festival. A big congratulations to operator John Gonzalez and his maintenance team who competed at the APTA International Bus and Maintenance Rodeo in Utah last weekend. Both teams had a strong showing and represented CDTA very, very well at the annual event. And looking ahead, we're holding our official CDPHB cycle, season 10 kickoff. Like I said, we're getting a lot of run out of that, or a lot of miles. On Thursday, May 28th, which is tomorrow, for those of us that had a holiday this week, in Albany's Washington Park. Our annual retiree luncheon on June 4th, and our annual rodeo again and it's a family fun day too, on Saturday, June 6th. The next committee meeting will be on Thursday, June 18th at 10 a.m. Any questions about the report, the very full report?
When's that family fun day?
June 6th. I will be there. I have a wedding that day out of town, sadly, but it sounds like fun.
Great, thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome.
And you are also gonna present us with our strategic
Once again,
and operational
the
planning.
Strategic and Operational Planning Committee also met on May 21st, but first we have the minutes from the April 23rd meeting. Administrative discussion item, Glens Falls service changes. CDTA assumed operation of bus service in Warren County from GTFT in January of 2024. From January 2024 through August 2025, we made no changes to the legacy service, focusing instead on observing ridership and operations and employing technology. A public meeting was held on April 6th to solicit feedback for service improvements. Service improvements. Existing routes serve Glens Falls, South Glens Falls, Hudson Falls, Fort Edward, Lake George, Fulton Landing, SUNY Adirondack, and Saratoga Springs, including seasonal trolley services. Ridership productivity varies by route, with the highest performing routes averaging approximately 10 to 11 rides per hour, compared to a system performance target of 15 rides per hour. The service planning structured in two phases. Phase 1, scheduled to take effect on May 24th, focuses on optimizing existing schedules by using GPS-based travel time to better align running times with actual operating conditions. These adjustments are expected to improve on-time performance and overall service reliability while maintaining existing service levels with no significant changes to routes, frequency, or span. Phase 2, anticipated in late August of 26. That's after the summer, I suppose, includes potential route and service level changes informed by readership data and public input. The effort focuses on improving effectiveness and sustainability by enhancing service levels where supported by demand, improving reliability and on-time performance, and strengthening connections to key destinations, with all changes evaluated to ensure cost-neutral service rebalancing. We got all that?
Yes.
I know, so we got to work that out for us up there. All right, May 21st meeting. We have an administrative discussion item on the review of improved scheduling practices. So CDTA's on-time performance, or OTP, has improved significantly over the past decade, following a strategic shift in 2014 toward more data-driven scheduling and a goal of reaching 85% OTP. He did a great presentation on this. He did. Performance climbed into the high 70% range by 2021, but beginning in FY22, fiscal year 22, the system experienced a sustained decline. This downturn was largely driven by post-pandemic workforce challenges and rapid service expansion, including new BRT lines and service in Montgomery and Warren counties. In response, we partnered with Corval Scheduling, also known as CSCHED, in 2023 to evaluate and strengthen scheduling practices. This effort focused on leveraging AVL data for more precise runtimes, improving data quality, applying disciplined scheduling fundamentals, such as realistic layovers and more effective, efficient route pairing. Staff were trained on these methods and a phased rollout began in 2025, starting with Albany service and later expanding to Troy. So the good news is these changes have begun to yield results. We've seen our first sustained improvements in OTP since 2021, with system-wide performance increasing approximately 4 to 5%. 4 to 5%, not 40. Gains have been strongest in areas where the new scheduling approach has been fully implemented. Some challenges remain, particularly in Albany, where changes in traffic conditions such as reduced speed limits and increased enforcement have eroded some of the early gains and require continued recalibration on that. It's affecting a lot of us. Looking ahead, we are expanding optimized scheduling practices to additional service areas, including Schenectady, Saratoga, Glens Falls, with work now largely led by internal staff and supported by CSCHED. Continued refinement of runtimes and alignment of service levels will be essential to sustaining and building on recent improvements. Our next meeting is on Thursday, June 18th, 11 o'clock here at 110 Watervliet Avenue. We're on Teams. Did I say C-SKID all right? Tom's isn't here, right? Is it C-SKID? Okay. C-SKID, ski-shed, I'm not sure.
She-shed.
Yeah, she-shed. Sorry about that. I should have listened more carefully at the meeting instead of what he was saying about it, but, any questions on those two reports? Because there's a lot of info in there.
Thank you. It was an excellent.
It was a really good meeting,
It was an
wasn't it?
excellent
Yeah.
presentation
It
on
was,
this.
it was.
It really was.
Very
He's not here,
informative.
right? Yeah.
He's not here. I know. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I sat there another hour. Thank you, Jackie, for filling in last
You were
week.
sitting on a couch. if I'm not mistaken.
Next item on the agenda is the CEO report.
All right,
What do
well,
you got, Frank?
good morning. Good morning. All right, it's been a while. So it's been over many weeks since we've met, be remiss not to say. Our organization, leading off what we experienced a profound unexpected loss of our passing of retired CEO Carm Bazil. Carm dedicated more than 43 years to this organization, including 15 years as the CEO. His leadership transformed this organization into a nationally recognized transit organization known for innovation, strategic growth, and customer-focused service. Carm's legacy is reflected in every part of this organization. His vision, passion, and unwavering commitment to public transportation established a strong foundation which we will continue to build on. Personally, his passing reinforced my deep sense of privilege and responsibility in leading this organization. On May 12th, I reflected on my first anniversary as the CEO here at CDTA. Over the past year, this entire team and this board, to name a few things, we've successfully addressed a significant fiscal year 2026 budget deficit while adopting a balanced fiscal year 2027 budget that positions this organization for long-term stability and sustainability. Together, we adopted and began implementing a new TDP or Transit Development Plan that is already delivering measurable qualitative and quantitative benefits across the system. We established a new organizational vision statement and introduced refreshed core values that will help shape the future and the culture of this organization. In addition, we stabilized the workforce hiring efforts, secured more than $32 million in competitive FTA or Federal Transit Administration grants, launched a new employee recognition program focused on workforce engagement, implemented a fair compliance initiative that is already producing measurable system-wide results. As we move decisively into fiscal year 2027, we are prepared to launch a new performance evaluation framework centered on organizational outcomes, accountability, and measurable success. These accomplishments are a direct reflection of the professionalism and dedication of the entire CDA team, including our labor partners, as well as the continued leadership and support of this board and board leadership. Together, we are positioned for continued success while honoring the legacy of those who helped shape this organization. Now, some budget updates. New York State is in their 15th extender. All right, it looks like final resolution is imminent. And based on the unofficial numbers projections we saw for STOA and Capital, I remain confident we have established the operational and financial framework necessary to remain stable, adaptable, and prepared moving forward. So no huge surprises on the horizon. Could be better news, but, you know. At the federal level, the House Transportation, Housing Urban Development Committee has approved the Build America Act. This is the proposed successor to the expiring Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act Surface Transportation Authorization. The House has also released its proposed appropriations framework, its budget. We will continue working closely with APTA and our industry partners and our local congressional contingent for needed reforms in this while we await the Senate's release of the Senate's proposals and further negotiations. You know, the ad lib we see in the Build America Act, there's some good things, some proposed changes about project delivery. But then there's some not so good things in there that we see about, you know, about funding for bus procurements, you know, the framework for funding, some other things that are being imposed into bus procurements. So there's many things, APTA will continue to monitor things along as far as we will, and we'll keep everybody updated. Again, we're hopeful that the Senate comes out with something a little bit more favorable. Then finally, the leadership transition. Today also marks an important leadership transition for this organization. Jackie, thank you again for you and the committee and your hard work. We want to recognize and thank Jamie for his service as the board chair following 6 terms in this role. He has helped guide this organization through transformational and challenging periods, most notably COVID, when CDTA continued delivering essential service to the capital region during one of the most difficult periods in our history. During his tenure at CDTA, expanded regional mobility options, advanced the development of mobility hubs, strengthened strategic partnerships, completed more than 40 miles of BRT, and achieved many other important milestones. Jamie also played a critical role in transitions, including hiring me, so.
I did.
I am personally grateful for your guidance, your leadership, and your steadfast commitment to this organization. I also want to welcome our new slate of officers. I look forward to working with you more closely and each of you in continuing to build on our momentum. Your leadership, insight, and commitment to unifying this region through expanded mobilities will help ensure we continue to be the best organization we can be. And then a couple other side notes, we mentioned it, June 6th is our rodeo, so anybody who can attend, even just for a stop-in, we will be there. We'd love to see you, you know, the team will love to see you all. And then in closing, I think it's what, happy birthday Friday, Pat? Is it a 50th birthday, something like that? Yeah.
Is it Friday?
Wow.
Happy birthday.
I have my sources. That concludes my CEO report, and I'm happy to ask any questions if I find any clarity.
I guess.
Thank you, Frank. Anybody have any questions for Frank? No? Great. Board member comments? Anybody? Yes, Dave.
Mr. Chair, if I could, and some of this is gonna be duplicative of what Frank just said, but just a message from the board that I hope I can attribute to all of the board members. But Jamie Lahat was first elected to serve as chair of the CDTA board on April 30th, 2019, and was reelected for 6 additional terms. His message at that time of his first election was, this is a quote, "I am looking forward to advancing the CDTA agenda and further integrating and deepening mobility choices for people who live and work in the capital region." I'd say to that, mission accomplished. Under Jamie's leadership of the board, CDTA has added 2 counties to our operating district, something not done since CDTA's creation, opened the Blue Line and Purple Line BRT, added electric buses to our fleet, added CDTA services Drive and Flex, and oversaw a short pilot of CDTA Scoot, bringing all of the mobility options together with the addition of mobility hubs in Schenectady, Albany, and Troy. He championed the purchase of the Schenectady Gazette building, increasing our footprint in the western part of our operating district. He led the CDTA strategic planning process, resulting in our current mission statement there on that board. He led through COVID, as Frank said. He led the search process for our new CEO, resulting in the hiring of Frank Anacaro. He onboarded Frank and has worked with Frank and the CDTA leadership team to roll out an updated transit development plan, and most recently, Drives, CDTA's new set of values to guide its mission of providing mobility solutions that connect the region's communities. Very consistent with our mission up there.
Yeah.
He has led board meetings and governance committee meetings and has gavelled the approval of scores of vendor contracts. Jamie's partner in leadership of the board for the past 7 years has been Mike Crishone. The 2 of them have been CDTA board's version of a dynamic duo, providing seamless leadership of the board and support of Carmen Frank and their leadership of the authority. Thank you both for your leadership and your commitment to furthering CDTA's mission.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. I'm mostly proud of holding meetings under an hour. Which is also games.
You're not there yet.
I know, well, yeah, done pretty well over the time. The other thing that I was thinking about is, you know, my career in economic development, I really like sitting at the head of the table. And I really feel like my retirement is now starting as I get shifted off to the other side of the table.
Well, Denise and I welcome you to the other side.
Exactly.
Chair, you like Mr. Chair.
So we'll see how that part goes. But looking forward to the changes in the organization. Pete and I have known each other for over 30 years. He's gonna do a great job, and obviously nobody's going anywhere here for a while, so we'll see how all the rest of it goes. Thank you, everyone. The last item on our agenda is an executive session.
Under the board comments. Thank you for your
Oh, go
service,
ahead.
but
Sorry.
we haven't done this at a board meeting, we've talked about it, but the pension trustees, back in February, voted on an increase in the active, members' contributions, benefits, and then second time in 2-3 years. And then we've also gave another 13th check to the retirees, which just went out in April. Ton of positive feedback from, I can't tell you how many calls. So with that being said, I just wanted to thank the current board, Denise, Jackie, Trish, Zach, and Frank Norris. And then, of course, Dave was on for a long time with Mike, but it was a very positive thing. Hopefully we can keep it going. Employees were really great. We missed a couple of meetings there, so I haven't had a chance to bring it up. So it was good. Thank you all. Appreciate it. That's excellent.
Thank you for the update, Pat. Jackie, yeah.
And no disrespect to you and to our new chair, but I'm wondering if we can dedicate this meeting to the memory of our former CEO, Carm Bazile.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely, good idea. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else from anyone? We do want to move into executive session and talk about some pending litigation. So we need a motion to do this in executive session. Thank you, Denise. Can I get a second? Jackie, thank you. All those in favor of convening in executive session, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. We'll meet for a few minutes here and then let everybody back in again or go back to work or whatever.